Hey everyone, welcome back to the Stoic Journey. Today we're diving deep into an ancient, tried-and-true approach to relationships, specifically, how to use Stoic wisdom to make someone who doesn't appreciate you totally obsessed with you. Now, before you raise an eyebrow, let me clarify. We're not talking about tricks, manipulation, or playing games. Stoicism isn't about that. Stoicism is about authentic self-worth, emotional resilience, and unwavering confidence, traits that naturally command attention and admiration. Imagine this. Someone who didn't seem to notice you is now thinking about you constantly, craving your time, and finally recognizing your value. It sounds like magic, but it's just the power of Stoic principles in action. Alright, my Stoic friends, let's get real. Have you ever felt like you're putting in all the effort in a relationship, only to get, well, nothing back? You're planning dates, you're initiating conversations, you're the one keeping things going, and it feels like your partner is more into scrolling on their phone than actually connecting with you. Maybe you've even questioned your worth, or wondered if there's something wrong with you. Well, trust me, you're not alone. Even ancient Stoics dealt with being undervalued. And spoiler alert, they handled it with grace and wisdom. Today, we're flipping the script. We're going to make them see you in a whole new light, one they can't look away from. So, let's start with the foundation. Self-esteem and self-confidence. These aren't just buzzwords. They're the bedrock of all relationships and in fact of Stoicism itself. When you truly know your worth and have unshakable confidence, others notice. It's like a silent energy that speaks louder than words. Think of it like this. Self-esteem is the foundation of a house. Without it, everything built on top of it becomes shaky. In relationships, self-esteem keeps you from seeking constant validation. Instead, it lets you command respect and admiration without even asking for it. Quick question. Have you ever seen someone so confident and self-assured that they just naturally stood out without even trying? If you have, let me know in the comments. Who are they, and what qualities did they radiate? Technique 2. Cultivate emotional self-sufficiency. Next up, emotional self-sufficiency. Here's a hard truth. When you rely on others to make you feel whole, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Emotional self-sufficiency isn't about closing yourself off. It's about building an inner peace and joy that doesn't depend on someone else's approval. Let's take Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, as an example. He faced relentless political pressure, yet he maintained his inner calm. How? By knowing that his happiness came from within, not from others. When you're emotionally self-sufficient, you radiate confidence and independence, and people are naturally attracted to that. Quick challenge. Think about a time when you felt genuinely happy on your own, not because of someone else's approval. Can you remember it? Drop it in the comments. It's a great way to remind yourself of the power of emotional self-sufficiency. Technique 3. Set and enforce personal boundaries. Moving on to a big one, setting and enforcing personal boundaries. This can be challenging, but let me tell you, boundaries are the ultimate power move in Stoicism. When someone doesn't value you, it's crucial to stand up for yourself and communicate what's important. Brené Brown, a modern thought leader, says, "Daring to set boundaries is about having the courage to love ourselves, even when we risk disappointing others." And remember, boundaries aren't about keeping people out. They're about creating a space where you can thrive. If someone's behavior crosses the line, it's okay to speak up calmly. This shows self-respect, and trust me, that respect is contagious. Take a minute and think of one boundary you'd like to set in a relationship. It doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Maybe it's setting a limit on the time you spend texting, or asking for more respect in conversations. Jot it down somewhere, or if you're comfortable, share it in the comments below. Setting boundaries is a courageous act, and it starts with knowing what you need. Technique 4. Adopt a growth mindset. Have you ever noticed how people who are constantly learning and growing seem more attractive? That's because they embody the Stoic growth mindset. Stoics saw challenges as opportunities, not roadblocks, and they believed that life was all about constant self-improvement. When you approach life with this mindset, people admire your resilience and dedication to bettering yourself. Take Epictetus, who was born a slave, but didn't let that stop him from becoming one of history's most renowned philosophers. He focused on what he could control, his mind, his actions, and let go of the rest. When you live with a growth mindset, people see you as strong, resilient, and inspiring. Technique 5. Live with purpose and passion. Here's a game changer. Living with purpose and passion. There's something captivating about a person who knows what they're passionate about. When you're fueled by a purpose, it lights you up, and people are drawn to that energy. Stoics believed that a life worth living is a life lived in accordance with one's purpose. Marcus Aurelius urged his followers to ask themselves daily, "What do I want to achieve today?" This isn't about lofty goals, but about living each day with intent. So think about what lights you up, what's something that makes you come alive. When you start living that way, others can't help but be inspired. Technique 6. Practice assertive communication. Here's the thing. Communication is the heartbeat of every relationship. But it's not just about talking. It's about being heard, understood, and respected. When you communicate assertively, you convey that you know your worth, you're clear on what you need, and you respect yourself enough to ask for it, without being aggressive or passive. Stoics emphasize the importance of being calm and collected, even in tense conversations, and that's exactly what assertive communication allows you to do. Assertive communication often starts with using I statements. Let's take a typical scenario. Instead of saying, "You never listen to me," you might try, "I feel unheard when I'm not able to share my thoughts in a conversation." Notice the difference? With I statements, you're focusing on your feelings rather than accusing or blaming the other person, which keeps the conversation balanced and respectful. Imagine you're in a relationship where you feel like your needs aren't being met. You want more quality time together. Instead of feeling resentful or silent about it, try being assertive. You could say, "I really value the time we spend together, and I'd love if we could make time for just the two of us each week." How does that sound to you? This approach not only gets your point across, but shows that you're willing to listen to their perspective. By being assertive, you're communicating your needs clearly and giving the other person a chance to respond. This is incredibly attractive and builds mutual respect. And remember, assertiveness isn't about being pushy, it's about being clear and honest in a respectful way. I challenge you, the next time you're in a conversation where you want to get your point across, try using an I statement. It could be as simple as, "I feel," or "I need." Notice how it shifts the energy of the conversation, and if you try it, let me know in the comments how it went. Alright, Stoic friends, we've covered 6 powerful techniques that can transform how you're seen in relationships. From embracing your authentic self to setting boundaries, these Stoic principles aren't about making others obsessed with you in a superficial way. They're about helping you become the best version of yourself, which naturally draws admiration and respect from those around you. If you found today's video helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the Stoic Journey for more wisdom like this. And I'd love to hear from you. Which Stoic technique resonated with you the most? Share it in the comments, and let's continue this journey together. Until next time, stay true, stay confident, and keep shining.